Hello, chat. How are you guys doing tonight? How you doing? It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, chat. Halfway through the week. We're playing some Pyro Prison. Getting that prison stuff on today. How you guys doing? Let's see what we can knock out here. We're going for that 5-0. As always, we're going back to an old favorite, and I think I have seen enough Jund. It is time. It is time to bring the Glory Bringer back, chat. Dragons be Red Pyro Prison and Glory be to Red. We are going to get a 5-0 here, and it will be Glory Bringer's doing. How are you all this fine evening? Welcome to the stream. We're playing Red Prison tonight in the league. Playing a list from my 421 challenge, which top forward. A lot of mountains. Let's fix that a little bit. We do like these ruins. Let's get 3 of those in. How about that? All right, we're good enough. Good enough for the league. Good enough. Let's go. How's everyone doing, though? Hopefully people are well this evening. I know I am. I mean, how can you not be? You're playing dragons. Dragons always make people smile. Let's go get into a league here. Nothing really crazy here. We have Glory Bringers back. We have Pia Kirin a little more in the main. We have Chain Whirler in the sideboard. Anger's Eidolon's Hazard's Koth. We have the 5 Ritual package, Braid Utility, 21 lands. Let's get to match 1. Oh, and Magic Online is still doing this cool thing here. All right. Okay. We won the die roll. Let's play first. Let's play first. Let's have 30,000 mana here. Let's mulligan. There we go. All right. This is a keepable hand. We'll keep this. Chalice on top is pretty okay with me. Play Ruins and pass the turn. If this league goes south, if it goes south, chat, we may brew just slightly, and we may bring back a favorite of ours. Thalia. Interesting. All right. Well, we have a we have a chalice we can't play necessarily. Red-white taxes. Eldrazi taxes. Yeah, Zale. Hello, Zale. How you doing? Welcome, man. By the way, this is a really aggressive line if this is all they've got on one land here. So if that's the case, we're just going to sit tight here with this chalice and not fire off this Abrade. Eldrazi Temple. Plays an Eldrazi. Oh gosh, it's Displacer. It is Displacer, chat. Alright, we're getting our lands here. We are getting our lands. I think I hold tight here one more turn. What I can do is I can get rid of this Thalia, possibly. I can then play Chandra as well. Get rid of the Displacer. Maybe do something like that. This could be a Thought-Knot Seer. I'll go ahead and wait until end step here. We will take this damage. He can't. He has to blink another target, so we're gonna have to go after the Displacer here. Okay, so that's Thought-Knot. So in response to Thought-Knot, we'll get rid of Displacer here. And see our Chandra probably disappear here. So we played this matchup last night, or something very similar to it. It's an awkward match. Takes Chandra. That's good idea. It's a Rabble Master. That's not necessarily what we want, but we'll play it. So we're going to want Torpor Orb. I think I have that in the sideboard here. Glorybringer is actually fine in this matchup. And still a great top deck at this point. Glorybringer actually does quite a bit in this matchup. Angers will be fine as well. Rabblemaster will be a hit or miss here. Should come in for 6. Does so. There we go. No blocks here. Taxing decks are a little bit difficult. They're trying to do similar things to us, make it difficult for our opponents. Here they should take Simian Spirit Guide. We have no reason to take the Chalice. And they do. They have one more follow-up here. I don't think we win this unless we find a bridge here. Alright, well, we're going to throw a Chalice on 2 here. We're going to have to block and then hope bridges on top. And that's about all we can do here. That's about all we can do. Okay. So what are you up to this evening, Zale? No Reality Smash, please. Cool. Alright, so they hit us for 6. We go to 1. Needing bridge and bridge only off the top. And no Walking Ballista from our opponent. Alright, going to game 2. Not how we wanted to start this evening off. Definitely not. Alright. Alright, Rabblemaster never kills anything, so we'll pull that little guy out. The Abrades are okay. I'll probably pull a pair of those out. Chalice here is really bad, though, so that's probably most of what we want to do. Goblin, Rabblemaster, Chalice out. We'll bring in Koth, Anger, Torpor, Sorcerer, Spyglass, Hazoret, and Chain Whirler. If we can find another spot for this Chain Whirler, that'd be fine. And I think I'm just going to take one Abrade out to do so. Alright. There's an argument. Actually, let's take one Ritual Effect out and put the Abrade back in. Ritual Effects with Thalia over there is kind of a little bit of a sad day. Chain Whirlers are nice because at 3 you can cast them and they don't worry about Thalia attacks. Blood Moon will be fine here. Braids are fine to kill a variety of their creatures. Torpor Orb stops blinking effects. Sorcerer Spyglass stops the blinking creature. Pia Kirin buys us time. Koth does well behind a bridge. We will be looking for our bridge. Those are the changes. Let's go. Let's see what our starting hand is here. Although Torpor Orb's great and the Slag Storm's nice, we only have 2 lands and 3 spells we can't really cast for quite some time, so we'll mulligan this. There's a bridge. We really need to hit running lands, though, for this to work. This is kind of questionable, too. I think we're going to have to go down one more, unfortunately. Oh, gosh. I'm going to go one more. All right. It's real bad. All of it's real bad. We'll put that gemstone on top and give the turn right back to our opponent. These cards are fine. Just need to draw the lands. This is not how we wanted to start the night out. No siree. Alright, let's take that land. Woo! Little ways away from playing Chain Whirler here. A Desperate Ritual with a Thalia out, though, can fix the mana of a Chain Whirler here. Thalia. That Thalia is a little more painful. Need running lands here. Alright, we're doing alright. We'll play Torp Orb here. It'd be nice to get a little more value out of this Chain Whirler. That just might not be possible. A Blood Moon here is actually kind of fine as well. Because right now they have no colorless sources. Well, we're getting there. Question is, do we want to run out Chain Whirler or do we take the hit here? I think we can take the hit for one more turn here. And kind of hope that we draw one more basic here. If we draw a basic, we can go from there. Oh no. They have all the basics. Opponent doesn't care because they have Thalia here. Alright, we get a land here. This is kind of nice. We can actually go ahead and just ritual out this Glorybringer. Now it comes in tapped. So that's a little bit of a disappointment here. But we will be attacking with it shortly. We will hope they don't have Path. Path would be a little bit of a sad thing to see here. But with Thalia's and the taxing kind of nature of our opponent, I don't think they will. What is this? Battlefield, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls. Wow. Alright. Pretty powerful O-ring-like effect here. Anger would be really good to see here. No anger to be had. I think we're just about dead here. Actually, we are with his dunes if they use the dunes. So I had to mull to 4? 4 with a no lander. Didn't really want to go any further. We actually ended up casting everything and pretty close to on curve actually. They sacrifice this and they kill us. Alright, opponent. That was kind of an uneventful game too, unfortunately. We'll rally. We will rally, chat. How's it going so far? 0-1. It hurts. Obviously, MTG bot's not like here. Let's see. Record? You there, you bot? Well, we definitely are playing MTG bot. I promise we're playing. It is not starting out very well. Let's just put it that way. How you doing, Walked Airplane? I haven't seen you in a little bit. How goes it? How goes it? Alright, we won the die roll. We're going to keep this. It's a turn 1 Blood Moon. It's time to win the game, chat. Turn 1 Blood Moon. Let's see how good that is against our opponent. So why would play the deck? Good, good. Been crazy around these parts. Doing some 1099 contracting on the side. What's 1099 contracting? What's that? Educate me. What do we got? That sounds like a tax form. Blood Moon turn 1. Oh, that is the land we want to see. So you're contracting stuff for 1099 forms? Do you 1099? I'm curious. It's doing consulting, basically. Huh, interesting. Consult me. What do I need to do? Was Chalson 1 the correct play? Oh man, look at that. That Bloodstained Mire. That looks like a pretty... Look at this mountain. Look at the mountains. Out in the background. Excuse me. Got the hiccups. Alright, Rabble Master. Show them how it's done. This is a pretty scary looking mountain. They don't deduct taxes from it. Or pay taxes on the income at the end of the year instead. I can write off all my expenses in home office. Intriguing. Doesn't making your home like part work office kind of area reduce its value a little bit? We're playing against Dredge, by the way. Them showing Lightning Axe and Faithless Looting basically just told me what deck they're playing. So I can write off my sound mixer or mic. I can't really, I mean, like, if I would like to go ahead and itemize some of the stuff bought for the stream, I potentially could. I potentially could, but it's not my primary job, so I don't think that's how that works. It could be Griselbrand, you're right. I have not seen Griselbrand recently. I have seen Dredge. Oh, what's this? 2 mana. Cathartic Reunion. Oh, that swamp. Why would you discard a... What? Oh gosh. Is it through the breach? He discarded a swamp. And a ritual. I am very concerned. But if it's Griselbrand... No. I agree with you now. It may be like a Griselbrand deck or something. But why discard the swamp here? We need 1 land and we win this. Are they gonna just breach me? Emrakul, win game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just get rid of this 6 stuff. Manamorphose. What are you doing over there, opponent? Manamorphose, making black and red. And does nothing with it. They're at a healthy 13, chat. Land off the top wins this, I think. Land? You're a land, Mr. Ape. It's a pleasure to have you here, Mr. Ape. It is a pleasure. We're going for a turn 5 kill here, which is pretty quick considering we turn 1 Blood Moon. Did we get it? Oh no, I'm 1 off. I have miscounted. I'm off by 1, chat. Although I feel pretty safe here. Not sure what they could do at 1 health. Alright. We're thinking it's Griselbrand. Seems reasonable. Seems reasonable here. Alright, so if that's the case, Pia and Kieran's need to come out. Ensnaring Bridge is kind of interesting here. We probably don't want it, necessarily. We're not sure. Because we don't really want them to attack, gain life, and then draw tons of cards. At the same time, though, we need to be very aggressive. What we're probably going to do... We're going to take our Braids and Slagstorms and Angers out. What we may do is take one of these out and 1 Blood Moon. We may take like a pair of these out and then drop 1 Chain Whirler here. So Blood Moon is decent, but they're probably going to get a very fast basic swamp given the opportunity. So they kind of function off of 1. And they have Manamorphose. So maybe Bridge, leave Bridges in, take 2 Moons out. How's that sound? That actually sounds alright. If we spike a Blood Moon, cool. If we get a Chalice on 2, cool. Otherwise, let's be very aggressive. And we can work to get Chalice on 2 and leave 1 for Grafdigger Cage available. How does that sound? You like that? I like that. 1 Chain Whirler in here is fine. Wouldn't be bad to get this other one in here. Wouldn't be bad to get the other one in here. But I think we need a little bit of utility going on here. So we'll do this. Seeing a Grafdigger's Cage in the opener is probably really good here. Ooh, this is not very good. Bridge and Blood Moon. Bridge is tempting. I feel like we can do better, though. We can be more explosive. Find Eidolons, find Rabble Masters. Try to reduce them down. By this, we're giving them at least 2 draws with Griselbrand, which is a lot of cards. Where if we were to hit them a whole bunch, they probably still only get 2 draws. But we can be more aggressive, I think. So we'll mulligan this. We could try to get the Chalice on 2. We pitch Glorybringer maybe here. A little slow. Go for a Chalice on 2, get a Scry. Chalice is decent early. Let's go for this one. We'll put her on the bottom. Put her on the bottom. We'll put Gemstone out, and we're going to get rid of Glorybringer here. We're going to be a little more defensive this game, but I think if we can get a Chalice on 2 quickly here, we'll be good. Let's see if we can get it there. This is going to go fetch a basic swamp, almost guaranteed. Does not. Interesting. Also, if we happen to top deck a Ensnaring Bridge, that'll be good. There's Griselbrand. Are we just going to get turn 2'd? Not a whole lot even our deck can do against a turn 2 here. Yeah, Prodigy MTG bot's not been working for the last week. We are 0-1. And in this match, we are 1-0 in games. Alright. Eidolon's not a bad pickup here. We'll play Eidolon. So if they got a Manamorphose to find the Goryo's Vengeance, then they're taking at least a little bit of damage here. But if we get just kind of turn 2'd here, I'm, not sure what we're doing. I would love to get Chalice on 2, though. So Ritual Effect, I'd do that. Variety of other things, I would go ahead and do that. We will probably try to get Chalice on 2 before we play Chandra, honestly. Griselbrand sitting in there in the bin and no Goryo's Vengeance so far leads me to believe that a Chalice on 2 could lock our opponent out. Or not lock them out, but make it very hard for them to win. See if they want to deal with Eidolon here. They only get 2 draws even if they were to Goryo's here, and they do not. So we're going to Chalice on 2 immediately here. Chalice on 2, chat. Let's see if it's good enough. Kind of afraid to attack now. I don't know. I'm afraid. I feel like Eidolon's going to do a lot of damage, but I'm kind of just scared, chat. I don't know. This feels pretty solid, though, against our opponent over here. Who called that it was Griselbrand? That was well called. You kind of got the hint after a couple other cards, but noting that Black Cleaves. That's the way you got to do it sometimes, chat. Sometimes your opponent only plays 1-2 lands and scoops, and you got to be able to read them. Walked Airplane, man. Thumbs up, man. Simian Spirit Guide here. Faithless Looting. That's aggressive. Puts them to 11. Wow. Griselbrands. They got 3 of them. If I Desperate Splice, I can actually, although it'll cost me about 4 health, I can potentially get something else out with this Chandra. What would I want? Let's see. Desperate Splice gives me 6, 7. Play 4, 3, and I'd have 3 left over, so I could spike a Rabble Master. Oh, never mind. I can't do any of that. Huh. Never mind. It would be cool to do everything we just talked about, but that's impossible. So let's carry on, chat. Carry on. It was a pleasure theory crafting there. We get excited when we can, like, splice. I don't get to do it very often. It's an exciting feature. Alright. What are we fearing? Some sort of Simian Spirit Guide, land through the breach, Emrakul. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 permanents. They can't Desperate Ritual it out. They do Simian Spirit Guide it out, though. Alright, here we go. All this being said, well, if this is an Emrakul here, through the breach, we're going to hang on to Eidolon. Nope, it's the World Spine Worm. It's very bad for us, chat. We could really use a bridge. We are going to gain 15 health here, though. They're going after Chandra. A bunch of 5/5s will show up here. World Spine Worm's a problem for us. We need a bridge. Need a bridge. Bridge, bridge, bridge. Well, Rabblemaster's a little bit interesting here. It actually makes their attacks a little awkward. We'll send one in here. We lose to Agoro's Vengeance. No, we don't. We lose to another Through the Breach, I think. Alright, so they have to leave... They have to leave at least one back here. If they would like to cast anything, I think I'm okay with that. They could put a bolt to our face. Then they attack with everything we would have to block. We'll block with Rabblemaster. Lightning Axes. Our Eidolon gets one trigger here. Alright. One card in hand. I think them attacking with everything, we just have to... Oh, nope. Attack with one. Grafdigger's Cage. It's not very good. We'll go ahead and play it, though. So we're trying to play towards our Ensnaring Bridge. So we're going to take 10 here. 10 unless they have another Lightning Axe. I think they need to swing out here. Yeah. Block. Ah, trample. Trample, 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 indeed. Alright. No Ensnaring Bridge there. Man, we need to just be very aggressive, I think. We're going to submit everything back. Through the Breach. Not really much we can do about that other than just have an Ensnaring Bridge here. I think that's it. Pia and Kieran's not very good. They're not beefy blockers. Please let me play first. Alright, here we go. We can keep this. Alright. This is turn 1 Grafdigger's Cage. Technically could be a turn 2 Chalice, but we don't really need Chalice on 2. We can take it nice and slow here, I think. Another Chalice, and I'd throw this Chalice on 1. We can ramp out quite a few things here. If we draw them. If we draw them. Can our opponent beat a turn 2 Hazoret? I don't actually think they can. I don't think they can. We just slam the Chalice on 0 and go? I think we just go. We're a little bit upset if they have a Dismember, but I don't think this list runs many of those. 4-turn clock, chat, and we can pitch whatever. Grafdigger's Cage prevents us from dying to Goryo's Vengeance. Simian Spirit Guide here. Hey, what you got, opponent? Hey, huge elf boy, how's it going? Oh, welcome. Oh no, dog. The dog hears something. Go to the front door. She doesn't want to go to the front door, chat. She doesn't want to go to the front door. She's saying you just keep yelling. I'm doing alright. Our dog wants to destroy the world, though. Opponent goes to 7. Technically, we can pitch his gemstone and it's lethal. There she goes. Now she's all the way at the front door. There's nothing out there. She just thinks there's something out there because she heard a truck go by. And of course, the truck. It's too much. It's too much, chat. I doubt it's as loud as it used to be, though, so it's probably reasonably manageable in the background noise. I don't know. You let me know. Or I'll go watch this at time of about 30 minutes or so. Give or take. Oh. Go ahead and discard this card, do the 2, and we can definitely swing in. Don't know what our opponent could have here. Don't know what they could have here, chat. Bridge is a very ironic draw here. And we'll swing in for 5. Do we have it? Do we have it? If we have it, I'm gonna go take care of the dog here. Nourishing Shoal? Well, they could. They could. We could be going for a few more rounds here. Hold on, chap. Let me take care of the dog. Alright, we're back. Opponent Nourishing Shoals for 11. There is a case to not worry about this bridge. Considering they just pitched Nourishing Shoal. We have him on a 2-turn clock here. I might hold this bridge, and if it looks like he might be in doom, we'll play the bridge. Because we can battle from behind the bridge here. If need be. It's a lot slower, but we can. There's a Shattering Spree. That makes me a little nervous here. So here we may just skip. And I think we're going to play the bridge. If we can after combat, that'd be nice. It doesn't look like we'll get to after combat, so we'll do it before. Hold on. If I were to put the Eidolon down, attack him for 5. No, that's not worth it. Alright, we're going to play bridge down here and pass the turn. The fact that they got rid of the cage makes me a little nervous here. It is a slower clock now, but they've got me nervous. A little nervous here. Go ahead and play Eidolon. We'll pass the turn, and then if we can get one more land, we'll Chandra, and then we'll do the tick up hazard, and then anything they cast will hurt them. So we're kind of playing the slow route now, just because Cage disappeared there. It has us worried. Land would be great here. Rabblemaster's actually a fine draw here. Take a little damage ourselves, but now we have tokens that'll get in. And that should be fine for us. And we can actually send Rabblemaster and Eidolons in here going forward. So we can keep bridge nice and low. Maybe get to play Chandra at some point. He is pretty next level if he did Spree to buy time. Although one Faithless Looting or a Ritual... Faithless Looting, you know, Griselbrand, we could have died, so the bridge feels very necessary. Desperate Ritual from our opponent. 3, 4, 5. Through the breach. Well, nothing can attack us. Okay, Griselbrand. Draws 7. Well, they gotta win now. And they can't cast anything. Oh, gosh. Opponent, you're going all in. I respect it, but oh my gosh. Yeah, I was kind of worried. I mean, here's a perfect example. If we don't have the bridge out, maybe the Hazoret killed fast enough, or maybe they would have ritualed out and did this earlier and just to kill us. All right, they get one more draw of 7 here. We can't cast too much here. We can be honest with that. Not sure what he's going to try to do here. Can't attack. All right, he gets another 7. Now what? Griselbrand goes away here, and we have Eidolon, Rabblemaster, and Goblins that kill. He's got a shoal again. Opponent is hanging on by a thread. Oh, I got nothing to do. There goes Griselbrand. Opponent moves to discard. We are going to put them at some low amount here. Opponent concedes, it looks like. There we go. We got the land. We'd hit in for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We'd hit in for 8. We'd have Chandra for another 10. Even if they shoaled for something like 11, we'd actually be putting him to 6. All right. 1-1 in the matches. Got off to a really rocky start this evening, but we're bringing it back. Bringing it back, chat. What was the first matchup? I don't want to talk about the first matchup. I'm not gonna talk about the first matchup. Ignore my alter ego chatting in chat. Alright, no lands. Bridge is nice here, but no lands, so we're gonna mulligan. Oh gosh. I guess we'll try it. Blood Moon on top's not bad. It is a late Blood Moon. It is a late Blood Moon here, but Chalice on 1 might be good. Breeding Pool from our opponents. There we go. That's a good one to see. A little different. Not quite blue-white control here. Well, there's white and blue. Bring to light Scape Shift. It's always mildly annoying. We'll put this on 1 in case they have things like Bolt. I would rather not be killed by Bolt here. Our Blood Moon's going to be pretty good here. They should fetch a basic forest. They get a basic island. That one's probably okay as well. I think this is a fun matchup. But that's coming from a human being that used to play this. Tri-Belder here. We'll play a Blood Moon past turn here. They have every way to get a basic forest here. Why am I crazy? Remand coming? Bring the Light Scape Ship's kind of cool because it's a toolbox deck. You need to go get a basic. There they go. Good job. Alright, opponent skips their turn. We're close to it here. We don't mind putting a Chalice on 2 here. Stops a variety of things. Oh, goodness. I don't know what she's here right now. Time Warp from our opponent. What was that? Time Warp? I haven't seen that. Pay 5, draw 1 card from our opponents. Green, red, red here. Green, red, red. Maybe it's an As Foretold deck? These are the colors of Bant. Well, I guess we haven't seen any mountains yet. Bant As Foretold turns? That'd be something different. Time Warp. Takes another turn. Nissa. Well, maybe this isn't Bring the Light Scape Shift. This is very... We have too many lands out there without seeing a mountain. They reveal Tri-Belder. Alright. Play Pia Karen since we drew it. We'll pass the turn back to our lovely opponent over there. I think a Chalice on 2 is very strong, probably. I take it back. This is sweet. Good old Steve. The ramp. Based on how our opponent's using it, I almost feel like they should be doing Farseeks or something. Legendary token here. Snapcaster to Time Warp. Time Warps. Gets a land. Has 1 card in hand. 2 cards. Can tap up. Reveals a Path to Exile. Can't cast. Huh. Huh. It's for 6. I think I'm okay with just taking this 6 here. An extra Blood Moon effect's not really what we wanted to see here. Go ahead and attack Nissa here. And we'll throw a Chalice out on 2 here and pass turn. 1 and 2 now. They do have quite a bit of damage that comes back at us, so we need to watch that. Looks like I'm going to have to hold tight here. Alright, we'll block Pia Kiran here. We'll block a Thopter here. We'll say okay here. I'm going to throw this Thopter at this as well. That way we can clear the board here. I kind of like these 1 and 2s here. So we'll just hold tight with those. Play Bridge here, get that out of our hands. We'll ramp out Desperate Ritual just to get it out of hand as well and pass turn. Another Nissa. They have to deal with Bridge here. They could have a Cryptic at any point. Does not go get a land? Kind of interesting. We'll go ahead and get rid of this Nissa then. And we'll play our Blood Moon and pass turn. Now they can't bounce Blood Moon and do some shenanigans. I'm guessing 1 and 2 was kind of rough for our opponent for the Chalices here. Alright, we'll play Chandra here. And start taking up. Mountain revealed. Land for our opponent. We have no real incentive to fire off anything here, because it'll be 5 damage later. I actually don't need a Blood Moon here. Play the land, pass the turn. Two away from Emblem. Probably will Emblem right away. I don't see a reason not to. Bant Charm to get rid of the 1-drop. Destroy target artifact. Serum Visions from our opponent. This path still remains in hand. So on 1 seems like it was more important than the 2 based on the Bant Charm. So 1 is very important here. Steve. Yep. Cleared the bridge rather than Chandra, which is nice. Glorybringer, I'm gonna go ahead and cast. And that's in case they get rid of this bridge at any point. I guess they can path it. Gets us more lands. They could path it. all the 1-drops from our opponent. We are going to emblem instantly, by the way. Detention Sphere on Chandra. So they found an answer. All right. I guess we can look to hold 4 cards, but they have the path. We'll entertain that line of play. Maybe they forget to path Glorybringer. Who knows? Oh. Okay. Terminus. What kind of card is that? They don't even have to cast Path. Well, you know what? You know what? You didn't put them on the bottom. You put them on the top. I don't know what this deck is. Someone said maybe Bant Super Friends, sort of. Oh, boy. Okay, Glorybringer and Snaring Bridge or Blood Moon. Not really sure why they'd hit Blood Moon here. Okay, Chalice on 2 was important. I'm going to turn off our auto yields here. Search for Azcanta. How many D-Spheres do we think they have? We could get super aggressive and abrade our own bridge. Get in for 4. Path is just going to be a problem, though. Alright, we'll just have 6 here. Search for Azcanta. Pitches a Temple Garden. Opts not to flip. Glorybringer gets to attack next turn. Hey, Spider Space. It's going alright. We're 1-1 in our league right now. Playing against whatever the heck this is. Playing against whatever the heck this is over there. Otherwise, it's going decent. How are you? Snapcaster. Snapcaster for Time Warp? Oh, yes. Snapcaster for Time Warp. You know what? Get rid of this Snapcaster. They path their own Snapcaster. I guess that's fine with us. They're down to 21 cards. Yeah. Celestial Colonnade here. Gideon of the Trials. Okay. Prevent all damage from Glorybringer. In that case, we're going to just start playing our lands here. We're not going to be able to attack with our Glorybringer anytime soon. Search for Azcanta. Ditches Hollow to Fountain. I'm assuming they have another way to get rid of this bridge. That would be my guess. Gideon's a dude now. Oh no, Emblem, sorry. Not a dude. I got freaked out because it all kind of jumped around. He just made an emblem. That's all he did. Alright. What do you got for us, opponent? Teferi. Oh gosh. I just was sent a clip from your last league where you played XJ Cloud, who was streaming my list. I lost it from your side. I was insane. A+. I was cracking up. Oh, Spider Space. You mean when we got our PhD? You mean when we got our PhD in how to play Magic from our opponent? You mean the Declaration in Stone play? The legends that were born on that day, known as our opponent? That deck? You mean that one? It's pretty spicy, let's just say that. All right, we can give our opponent some stuff here. Let's do this. You can have a Field of Ruin or a Jace. when you get your PhD in bridge mechanics. It was pretty sweet, I will say that. Our opponent is doing a lot of things. One thing they're not doing is killing us. Just saying. Another bridge would be great here. But we don't have to draw a bridge. That's fine. What are the odds two streamers play each other? Quite frequently, actually, Deathy TV. Considering a lot of us grind out several leagues, we tend to run into each other a lot. I run into Todd Stevens, actually probably the most, and Caleb, who's actually usually one of the top streamers. I run into those two quite frequently. Wrath of God. You got it. I'm just gonna like ignore that they have a path in hand. We know it's somewhere there. They bounce bridge here. Gets Gideon. Well, we're on a 2-turn clock. That's not very good for us. Even if we play another bridge here, we're kind of hosed. So this is Bant Super Friends. All right. Bant Super Friends. All right. Chain Whirlers, Hazard, Koth, Eidolons come in, and probably a Torp Orb and Spyglass. What do we not like here? Braids aren't very good necessarily. Angers and Slag Storms. I mean, I guess we have to worry about Nissas. Chalice of the Void doesn't seem like it does too much. I guess Chalice on 1 was pretty decent. Glorybringer seems fine. They have Wrath of Gods. I might just ditch some of our ritual effects. Does Bridge make sense here? Maybe Bridge doesn't make sense. The Chalices did shut him off for quite a while. I guess bridges can prevent them from attacking us, but by the time they've kind of established a board where they would be attacking us, I think we're losing. I think fast Eidolons, fast Chain Whirlers, Blood Moons are good. Glorybringers, Chandras, and Koths and all that are good finishers. All right. I think I like what we got. I would love to play first. Oh gosh. That temptation of turn 1 Rabblemaster into their Path to Exile, chat. I guess Path to Exile ramps us one. Let's do it. Maybe they have just cantrips, chat, and they just lose to this. Maybe we just lose to us. Let's go. YOLO. We get him 1 damage. It could potentially be 2 if they just path Rabblemaster right here. Sun Petal Grove, chat. Oh, and we hit our land drop. Oh my gosh. The mountain. The Glorybringers have blessed us with mountain power. Opponent's at 13. Do they have a path here? They will use it on our turn to be most efficient. Snapcaster could be showing up here. It's Steve. It's Steve. He's so cute. Steve, feel the wrath of my goblins. Steve, I think you should block Rabblemaster. Just saying. Our opponent goes to 3 mana here. That was an attempted turn 3 kill. We will attempt a turn 4 kill right after. And proceed to a turn 5 kill, potentially. Do we have it? Are we too quick for you, opponent? Got there. And a land off the top. All right, we've expended all of our luck. Absolutely all of our luck. Game 2. Let's go for the no lander here. The no lander. Here we go. Oh, turn 1 Blood Moon. Heck yeah. Followed by Rabblemaster. Chat. Cape. Could turn 1 Rabblemaster too, chat. Oh. Yes, please. Land off the top. Oh, gosh. What can we do here? Question is, what can't we do? Let's go ahead and ritual out this Blood Moon. If we see a basic, plains here, we will put Chalice first, and then Rabblemaster. This kind of play, though, we're jamming Rabble. Let's go, Rabblemaster. We're going to back you up with Chalice right after this. You go get him, though, Rabblemaster. You go get it. You give them the high five, the fist bump. Give them a fist bump with your club. Our opponent had a pretty sweet deck. They had a pretty sweet deck. 2-1 this league, chat. 2-1. Losing only to red-white taxes. Winning so far to Bant Super Friends, I'll call that. And a Griselbrand, which, by the way, other than the red-white taxes we're seeing a little bit, the other 2 decks we haven't seen at all. At all, chat. Alright, this hand's pretty sweet. Bridge, Glorybringer, Rabblemaster, Abrade. We're against Hollow One potentially here. Bobble. Bobble Crack, Bobble. Street Wraith, Bobble. Bobble Crack, Bobble. Marsh Flats, Fetching, Shocking. Playing. Thoughtseize? Nothing. Ugh. Alright. Whew. That was fun. We'll play a mountain. Go. You go, opponent. Watery Grave. Death Shadow. Death Shadow's a 2/2. We could kill Death Shadow right now. Death Shadow number 2. Alright, this is the time to go ahead and play Bridge. So we're going to rush a Bridge out here. Yes, we won't be able to kill Death Shadow, but we are able to now probably protect ourselves. Whew. Sneaking that Bridge under the Stubborn Denial. Let's hope for no Abrupt Decays. This could be a lot of damage. They also have to be careful of growing with Verdant Catacombs here. By growing too much, they may not be able to attack again. We will have 4 cards in our hands next turn. So they must consider this. Lots of math to think about here. A lot of math. Opponent is fetching. Non-basic. Okay. We'll take 13 here. Temur Battle Rages. That's a turn 3 kill, chap. That's a turn 3 kill through a bridge. Maybe I should have killed one of them. Maybe I should have killed one of them. I didn't expect to Dismember, Verdant Catacombs, Crack, and a Temur Battle Rage. Whew. Whew. Hold on while I take this in, chat. Let's see if we had enough. Oh, we did. We kept that disaster from Chandra. Her poor eyes. She would have been so embarrassed. So embarrassed, chat. That was a thing. That was a thing and a half. That is crazy. All right. Alright, we'll bring in Chain Whirlers as blockers. Eidolons help race us and make it a little awkward for our opponent. Hazard can block things. Koth's good behind the bridge. Piankiran's blockers. Rabblemaster's a quick clock. Bloodmoon is great here. Chalice is great here. Let's just not die on turn 3. Would I like to play first? Absolutely. Keep. This is turn 1 Bloodmoon. Which is pretty good against this opponent. Alright, opponent. Do you have the basic in hand? Or are we going to game 3? Alright, chat. So, although they beat us on turn 3, chat. Although they beat us on turn 3, we beat them on turn 1. Vengeance is sweet. So to T Diddy over there, that was a thing for them. So was that. I do know you guys here, though, in chat are here to watch Magic, so let's see if we can get you a game here on game 3. We'll keep this. Eidolon will pressure our opponent here, and all of these spells are reasonably castable through Stubborn Denial. Our opponent fetches Swamp, takes Eidolon, more than likely, and we'll pass the turn. Do we even know what he's playing? Death Shadow. Yes. Grixis Death Shadow. Well, I guess it's 4-color Death Shadow because we saw green. Right? We saw green? No, we didn't see green. Did we? I don't know. Did we see green? I don't remember. It's at least Grixis Death Shadow. We saw black. Oh, gosh. Duress. There goes our ritual. That was aggressive. Verdant Catacombs. Our opponent cannot get blue mana at the moment. Well, they can, but we can Blood Moon it. I would say they did have a very good hand last turn. Hold on, chat. Alright. Inquisition's us. They're just going to strip everything from our hand. Now we can't play anything. They did take all 3 of our cards, unfortunately, for us. They are down to 3 cards. Oh, there's a Tarmogoyf. We'll play this Chalice out on 1, but now we're in a lot of rough waters ahead. 4-turn clock. What do we get in 4 turns, chap? Well, we get a blocker. I guess that's alright here. Get a blocker. I'll take that. I will block. There we go, chat. There we go. Bridge. Yeah, they're 4-color shadow. 4-color shadow here. Verdant Catacombs. They got to be careful. We have 2 deserts. Don't want to go too low over their opponent. That is a great top deck. Look at that top deck, chat. Pia Kieran Nalaar showing us why the mom and pop are here. Oh, that's good too, by the way. Backup bridge. We're going to actually play it because we can use Pia Kieran Nalaar to throw it in case of a Maelstrom Pulse. We have this one on lockdown, chat. Oh, yes, we do. Throw in Ruins, throw in Bridges, throw in Chalices, throw in Thopters, Pia Kieran Nalaar. We're 3-1, chat. We've gotten our money back. Going for that 4-1. And if we get that 4-1, I'm just going to kind of hang my head there on that match 1. Yeah, Calendar, the dog likes to bark. She's very, very talkative tonight, and I have no idea why. Chat, we're against Happy Sandwich. All right, we have a turn one Chalice. 1 land makes this a little awkward. Glorybringer is really far away. We probably need to mulligan this. The turn 1 Chalice is pretty good though. It is pretty good. Might be worth it here. I don't know, chat. You want to keep a 1-lander with Chalice on 1, or do you want to go down some? RXB 1000, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you, right there. Flowzilla likes the Keat. Alright, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. We'll slam this Chalice on 1. Maybe. Maybe their Burn, maybe their Death Shadow. Who knows? Chalice on 1. I've asked our opponent what kind of sandwich they are. Alright. Braid's not bad. Slagstorm's not bad here. Chalice on 1 is not as ideal, but it's not bad either. There's not too many turn 0 items here. Blood Moon's looking very good. Slagstorm looks fine here. An Arcbound Ravager is okay to see as well. A Memnite is fine as well. What we'll probably do is just kill this Arcbound Ravager. Yeah, let's just do this now. Let's see if they try to gobble them up and put them on something else. I think that's aggressive and all in. So this will allow us to top deck a land and then clear their board. Which feels fine. Top deck a land, let's go. Pia Kieran? Pia Kieran, let's have a talk here. You were great last time, but you don't have to be showing off every time, Pia Kieran. I'm just gonna let you know, Pia Kieran. Just so you're aware. Oh gosh, it's cranial plating, chat. Puts it on not Vault Scourge. That's a mistake. Alright, we take a whole ton here. Go to 8. Land. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. We're kind of still in it. Deal 3 damage to each creature. Alright. We are sort of still in it. Blink Moth, Ink Moths. Gonna hook up an Ink Moth with this. Alright. Alright. Little 4 ink damage here. Could be 6 if they play their cards right here. Looks like they are going to. Alright, we're going to 6. Besides, Ink is the way to go instead of Blink Moth later. I guess Summoning Sick. Alright, Blood Moon is fine here. Pass turn. We're not really top decking like a champ here, I will say that. We are merely existing. Etch Champion, need a land here. Need a land. Land. Come on, land. Pia Kira Nalaar would be great here. Ho ho. Alright, we get the land, so we have 2 blockers for Etch Champion now. Oh. 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 It's feeling good so far, chat. Alright, now what do we need to avoid? An Arcbound Ravager would be really bad here. Oh, no! Do we just double block here, or we single block? I think we're having to single block here. That way we have another blocker next turn. We gotta buy ourselves the maximum amount of time here. Land here would be great. Good keep. We need a land again. Chalice. Alright, we'll play Rabblemaster here. And we'll get in with Pia Kira Nalaar, I think. And Rabble will stick back here. We'll hit him for 3. We're in a lot of trouble without something else to block Etch Champion here, because they can do sack 2 things and put him here. I'll probably run this Chalice out on 0. I'm thinking 0 is okay here. Opponent's got some stuff to think about here. Dennis, hello, how are you? Alright, we'll throw this Chalice out on 0 here. Pass the turn. Oh, Etch Champion, why are you here? We could top deck another Pia Kira Nalaar to buy us some time. I'm guessing we have to put this Thopter in front. What do they got here? For 2. A Vault Scourge. Moves Cranial over to Vault Scourge here. Aside from now we are attacking in, because our Rabblemaster gets too excited here. We'll play Bridge out and pass turn. Unfortunately, our goblins go charging in here, but they will kill anything if it blocks. So I suppose that's good. This is top deck wars with our opponent. Chalice sitting on 1 is really good here. We're avoiding Galvanic Blast. This also shuts off stuff from happening at the moment because we have Chalice on 1 as well. They can't have Springleaf Drum, and then any other sources of black will not be able to be played because of Chalice on 0 for Mox Opal, and they cannot because of Blood Moon. So we've probably locked out Cranial Plating hopping around at instant speed. We have 2 blockers here. What do they got? 1, 2, 3. I don't think they have enough. They don't have enough artifacts yet to swing and kill. And so next turn, hopefully we have a land. A land or like a ritual effect would be okay, because then we could use Pia Kiran to pick off like Arcbound Ravager or something. Or pick off the creature they're gonna put these on. This one's close. This one is close, chat. Opponent's giving a good thought. Preventing ornithopters and signal pests that can get under our bridge. So land plus Glorybringer probably locks our opponent out from attacking. And the 1 also prevents the Galvanic Blast. So we're probably a land away from winning game 1 here. Maybe a land? No attacks from our opponent. Ouch. Well, we could put a Chalice on 2. What does that get us? Blocks a lot of things from coming down. It's probably just where we need to be at this point. Goblins are going to run in. Two for wear and tear. They can cast both sides of wear and tear, though, can't they? Alright. We're still 1 land away from probably locking this out. You just can't get down with Glorybringer. I switched to Walking Bliss and never looked back. I think, honestly, what it comes down to is probably my play style and the way I approach the game. And that's how it works. I'm not saying that I don't get lucky as well, but I'm probably far too aggressive at times. I also don't value bridge that highly in our entire deck. And so that's probably why I can get away with it. That's why it's a 2 of. That's why it's a 2 of. But, no, I mean, case in point, we're having trouble casting it. By the way, it's impossible to read your name because it's black on black. I have to highlight it. Agent Venom Snake. I do appreciate your name there, but it is very hard to read. Alright, opponent blocks so that we don't have so many goblins being created here. Takes 1. What do they got for us? I'm not sure there's a whole lot on their deck. Alright, they attack him for 1. This is why we do need to get Glorybringer out of hand here. I'm pretty sure you can't cast anything. And now your lifelinker is back on duty back there. There's our lands. We're going to jam Glorybringer and pass turn here. Time to make some goblins. They gave away their only colored mana? Yes, they did. For the time being. Not sure how they'll get one back because of Chalice on 0, but they are now a mono-red deck. Mono-red versus mono-red, chat. They respect us, too. Can't cast that. I'm sorry. Whatever you wanted to cast, you can't do it. Alright, time to go super wide on our opponent. They should hop the cranial plating over, by the way. Yeah, there was probably no way for them to get to black anyway. Alright, Chandra. Let's end this game. Let's end this game, Chandra. Do they... I guess they have stuff on 3, but they can't cast it, right? The artifact... The Artificer or something? Bounces Cranial over to Vault Scourge. Probably smart here. Uptick. Yeah, let's, no, we're not gonna do that. That would be just silly, chat, to cast that. That's just silly. We don't need to go wide on our opponent. Citadel from our opponent. This is a good game 1 to take off of our opponent. Let's destroy, Cranial Plating here. But we can't. Don't worry, chat. We're also not going to be playing, or embleming Chandra immediately here. We need to go up one more. Get that card draw in. Pretty sure we have them completely locked out, though. There we go. Got the concession. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Chain Whirler coming in. Anger's coming in. Spyglass coming in. Hazard and Koth are questions. Rabblemaster's out. Glory Bringer's out. Everything else is pretty decent here. So Glory Bringers, Rabblemaster's, all this out. Anger's, Chain Whirlers, and Sorcerer Spyglasses in. Hazard and Koth are interesting to me, but probably not where we want to be. Even though I do like Koth, because it picks everything off. I think we're just gonna run with the core of the deck and not try to do the Koth thing this time around. All right. We're gonna keep this. This is reasonably decent. Is it worth giving up on Shattering Spree? No. Shattering Spree is probably fine. Cast a Chalice on 0 here. I mean, Shattering Spree is pretty decent when you... If your sole purpose is to get rid of artifacts, just tons of artifacts, then you probably want it. Am I just trying to get this to 2? Is a Braiding Springleaf Drum really aggressive? Sideboard heavy? It probably is. I almost want to get this Chalice on 2. It feels better at 2, but the abrades and stuff. So if I'm going to try to get it at 2, I think I try to abrade right here. And we'll abrade the Ornithopter and pass turn. I think 2 is where I want to go here. Man, it's just tempting to run it out on 1, though. I'm going to put it on 2. We're going to skip the 1 for now. I think their hand is a bunch of 2-drops. It just feels like it's a bunch of 2-drops. It shuts off all of our braids, but we've already used one, so we got that going for us. Our opponent replies to our happy sandwich comment. They are a happy one for a sandwich. Alright. We've given them mountains. Play Pia Kieran now. I think we're going to go ahead and try to close this game out now. In a pinch, we could get rid of this Chalice on 2, if necessary. Galv blasts Pia Kieran. We have literally the slowest clock in our deck. 2 Thopters. But we can do it. Play a secondary Blood Moon just in case. Just in case. Ink Moth. Chandra. Uptick. There's an Abrade we can't even cast. Good to skip. Hitting our opponent for 4 turn. Needs to find Signal Pest. Got a concession, chat. Got the 4-1, not the 5-0. Because of that red-white taxes, but we got a 4-1 to lead off the evening. Feels pretty good, chat. Feels pretty good. What were we drawing here? Spirit Guide, Gemstone Caverns. Another Anger was going to be pretty good to it as well. Alright, chat. We got 4-1. 4-1, chat. Do we want to make any changes and see if we can get that 5-0? I really like Glorybringer. There was a mention of Walking Ballista, and Walking Ballista is pretty good too. I think I want to stick with Glorybringer though. Whoa. Come back, Pia Kirnalar. It was a comeback. It was indeed. We're just going to run it, I think, straight back here. What just happened? We got a 4-1. We're getting warmed up, Ranger. Getting warmed up. And that's what we're doing. Where are you? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? How you been? How you been since yesterday? Alright, Blowzilla, you take care. You have a great evening. I'm assuming you're heading out. Because we're playing another league. Alright, we're against God Campbell. Lost the dice roll. This is a weak hand. We're going to have to mulligan this, unfortunately. Alright, this is a much stronger hand. We'll keep this, and we'll keep the land on top. And we'll pass the turn. No turn 1 play. You bombed at trivia? Well, that's no good. Like a trivia night thing? Hallowed Fountain. Alright. Oh, yeah, chat. How's this feel, chat? How does this feel? How about a Blood Moon? We good here, chat? Hi, opponent. How's your mono red deck over there? How is this? Blue-white control, maybe Jeskai. Blue-white control, maybe Jeskai. This is another streamer? Hello, other streamer. How are you doing? How are you doing, other streamer? We will hopefully have some good times here, other streamer. Alright. Full aggro package, Jim. I'm guessing they stream control of some variety. Colonnade is a big hint on that. It's probably blue-white control because of the Colonnade. Our opponent will be fetching basics now. Let's keep this Gemstone, Exile Simian Spirit Guide here. We get a Chalice 1 or a Torpor Orb here. I bet this finds an island. Oh, island. We'll get a Chalice 1 first here. A little awkward here with extra land here. Alright, Torpor Orb's not going to be too bad here. Let's see if this is maybe a search for Azcanta. Is not. Play Torpor Orb here. Alright. No problems with that, our opponent says. We'll probably be playing Simian Spirit Guide. We do have 5 mana for those saying that you can't. Struggles with Glorybringer. This is a perfect matchup where no struggles to be had. We are obviously flooding out. Simian Spirit Guide lands here. Opponent doesn't know what to do with their flooded strands over here, but they are very nice. Very foily deck over there. It's all foil, it looks like. Search for Azcanta. We are flooding like crazy. This is not ideal. Not ideal. We'll pitch the runes to itself in case we get a blood moon or something. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll keep chipping away damage here. Chipping damage away. Got our opponent to 12. I mean, I guess that's good. Teferi? No Teferi. What is this, Cryptic over there? Logic Knot? This isn't sticking, is it? This isn't sticking. There's no way. There's no way that sticks. You got a counter. Oh my gosh, our poor opponent. Opponent, what do you have? You have Path and Serum Vision and Opt? Oh, opponent. Oh, okay, Celestial Purge. Alright, I'm down with that. Oh, thank goodness, opponent, you had something. My gosh, that would have been awful. Opponent's at 9. Opponent's at 8. They have all their basics. I assume this is a game of basic planes. Ooh. They're Jeskai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pitch. Flip. Yeah. Azcanta. Oh gosh. Calm down over there, Ranger. Teferi. Teferi. Uptick. Gets a card. Untaps. Good job. Bolts. Simian Spirit Guide. Some extra value there. Finding a Glory Bringer here would be great. Finding a land is even more phenomenal. We'll hold this land like we've got something amazing in hand. Instant speed destruction. We are 3 hits away. 3 hits away, chat. 3 hits away. Two hits away. An exponentially large amount of hits away now. Wow. The protection from the Glory Bringer. Untap, untap. Huh. I guess I'll play Blood Moon here. But now I don't think we win. Cryptic. Counter draw. Ape is just gonna hang back. How you doing, Baneslayer? Well, I think, quite honestly, chat, if we had maybe a couple more creatures instead of all of these lands, we might have had an opportunity here. But it's not over yet. They could have no counter. We could top deck Glory Bringer. This is a possibility. Negate has been found. Negate has been found. We have another Simian Spirit Guide, chat. We're gonna keep it close here. We're gonna keep it close. If we were to top deck a Piakir Nalar, we'd actually probably risk killing them. Just saying. They're at 8 with Teferi. That's a little terrifying. Uses probably search for his Kanta. Engineered on 3. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts, opponent. Let's try to jam out this Chandra, see if they'll allow us, and then we'll probably concede here. Alright. Good job, opponent. I don't want to bring these bridges in. I mean, Baneslayer kind of kills us, but we don't want to play the long game against this opponent. I think we submit back and just hope we don't draw about 7-8 lands there. Let's aim for 4 to 5 lands in action. Let's aim for a very fast Blood Moon as well. Let's do it. This is not a keepable hand. It's not. It could be good. Could be's versus should be's. I think we have to mulligan this. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. I'm gonna keep this. I don't need that Blood Moon. Let's go, chat. Do not have a basic. You don't want a basic, opponent. You just needed that one island off that flooded strand. That's a very pretty mountain you got there. All right. We will be playing Koth of the Hammer first when given the opportunity. Dang it. Now they have Celestial Purge. Dang it. Don't kill my Blood Moon, opponent. That felt really bad, chat. Felt super bad. Can't tell you how bad that felt. I'm kind of grimacing over here. Alright, our opponent's got some good stuff here. Plays a Vendilion Click. Yeah, you can take any of those. That's fine. I can't cast any of them. Keep that in mind, opponent. If given the opportunity, I would like to cast Piakir Nalar, because they probably have negates. Oh, thanks. Did not like the Chandra, apparently. They give us a chance to cast Piakirin. They could have Cryptic, though. Alright, we'll try Piakirin here. Follow up with Chain Whirler would be fine. Look at that, we got blockers. We have some blockers, chat. Helix is away our Piakir Nalar. Let's see here. Land, maybe Teferi. We'll act like we're gonna race. There's Teferi. Gets to untap 2 things here. I'm assuming they'll have negate mana here, so I'm gonna probably run out Chain Whirler here. Avoid the negate. They have a Logic Knot. Well, Logic Knot will do it. Okay. Well, I think we're a little ways behind here, unfortunately. We'll trade with Vendilion Clique this time. And I guess we'll try to play Koth of the Hammer here. I imagine they leave something up here for countering. We will attempt to run a Koth out here. This feels like a cryptic. That's a logic knot. A lot of logic knots. Unfortunately, I think we have to stay back at this point. So I think our opponents kind of had everything at this point. They had the Celestial Purge and the Plains. They've had the Helix to get rid of the Piakir Nalar. Oh, just a Helix here. Vendilion Clique. Goodness, why can't we win our match one, chat? It's always an uphill battle. It's always an uphill battle. Wow, and the Spell Snare. I think we get buried in card advantage at this point. What do you think? I don't think we win this, chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm trying, but always our first matches are they're not the easiest. Let's put it that way. Opponent should be attacking him with Colonnade. They're choosing not to. Serum Visions for our opponent. They have Teferi at 8 here. We're going to go ahead and concede. We're drawing lands. We don't have any action really against our opponent. They can emblem. We're drawing a whole lot of nothing here. Whole lot of nothing. Alright. Match 1. Loss again. Let's go for that 4-1, chat. This is our problem trying to get 5-0s. For whatever reason, we're losing a lot of the first or second matches. We don't even come close half the time. And by close, I mean like, ooh, this is a questionable hand. All right, this is much better. Yeah, we're not coming close to a variety of ways of getting close to a 5-0. I mean, we get close, but it's more like you lose 1 than you win 4. It's a bit of a problem. Maybe we'll turn it around, but it's a bit of a problem. Opponents are choosing to mulligan or not. All right, they kept their hand. We'll keep ours. We'll put the Blood Moon on top. I think actually we'll go ahead and not worry about the Chalice here because we have the Blood Moon on top. I want to try to get that out. You there, opponent? Cliffs. Inquisitions. They may take our Simian Spirit Guide. Takes the Simian Spirit Guide here. Alright, in this case, let's go ahead and just put the Chalice out on 1 now. I guess we avoid that by putting the Chalice on 1 immediately. But I'm okay with this. We wanted to try for a Blood Moon. Wanted to try for a Blood Moon. Didn't quite get that opportunity. Verdant Catacombs for our opponent. Ah, yes. Dark Confidant. So Blood Moon would have been great here. Now we're kind of stuck. Bloodbraid Elf. Well, that's good. Some serious damage to our opponent. Going to 14. Maybe this is a Liliana. A Rabblemaster. This is aggressive. Oh boy. Oh boy, chat. Too many Chalices. Verdant Catacombs. They get to play Bloodbraid Elf here. And hit in for a ton here on turn 4. And a Thoughtseize. No reason to play that. I don't think we have a single thing in our deck can help us here. All right. Let's go to game 2. Let's go to game 2 here. All right. Let's get rid of some Abrades here. Let's bring in some more powerful things. Let's get rid of 1 Chalice as well. Bridge is kind of important. It does stop them. Blood Moon would be great as a fast Blood Moon here. Wow, are we all in on Rabblemaster here? That is not very good. It's not a very good hand. Rabblemaster could die very quickly. Pian Kirin and Hazard are great. We need a second land. Alright, I'm gonna mulligan. Alright. They Thoughtseize us and we don't have anything, but I think we'll just have to chance it here. We have lands to play everything. This is not a very good hand either. I'm getting really bad hands tonight. Alright, I'll keep it. Rabblemaster off the top's not bad here. Land and pass turn. We can ramp out a Rabblemaster. Maybe Chandra will do work here. Both hands weren't very good though. Considering we're a game down on Jund as well, it's not a good thing for us. Gets a basic swamp here. Thought seizes us. I have to imagine they take Chandra here. That's the safest one to take here. We're gonna just hope they can't kill Rabblemaster, maybe? And we'll go from there. Verdant Catacombs goes and probably gets their basic forest. And by getting a basic forest, our opponents basically got what they need. Oh, nope. Red mana might be for a bolt. And they do. Bolts away Rabblemaster. Well, we're in a bit of a pickle here. Our opponent doesn't have too much action just yet. Bitter Blossom. Interesting. Wow. That's something a little bit different here, chat. Bitter Blossom is not expected here. Blood Moon at this point wouldn't be bad. Uh-oh. Now it's real bad. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Bridge is good here. Bridge is good. And we can feign this ritual in hand here as well. We got him on a 9-turn clock, chat. 9-turn clock. And we can cast everything, so we're safe behind the bridge at the moment. Tarmogoyf. Blood Moon is really good here. Takes him off green. Takes him completely off green here. That could mean Bitter Blossom could be lethal. Obviously it turns off our ruins, but I don't want them to have green for Abrupt Decay and Maelstrom Pulse. Ho ho. Extra bridge is good here. Extra insurance. What's happening, chat? 7-turn clock. Here we go. Look for you, Chandra. Their own Bitter Blossom, chat. Could this be their downfall? By the way, I think I'm going to bring Angers back in. They have these two things going on for them. I don't think I want any of that. Anger seems reasonable again. Rabblemaster actually seems kind of weak. Extra Blood Moon's not bad. Four turns, chat. Play a Koth here. That should shorten it up just a touch. Just a touch, chat. They gotta have it here. Gotta have it here. Looks like we got it, chat. Wow. Wow. Alright. Okay, I think the Angers are coming back in here. Angers and maybe a Braid or two here. I think Spyglass is not as good now that we've seen that. Chain Rollers are fine here. I'll take... Actually, let's not bring so many Angers in. Let's not be too aggressive here. So let's bring one extra Anger and a couple of Braids in, probably. And based on that, we'll actually take Glorybringer out here. Eidolon is tempting as like blockers and damage. But we gotta watch our life total eat too. I want to bring another Braid in for a Chalice here. Let's do that. Braids are used for the Rabblmasters we've seen now. I don't want them to have too many chances at making goblins. Put a stop on their main phase so we don't forget. So that we don't forget. This is a turn 1 moon or anger or blood or bridge. We will risk everything on this. Forest for our opponent. I'm going to go ahead and risk it all on this and hope they don't have the basic swamp. They may have creatures to go along with this, but I'm going to hope they don't have the basic swamp. No basic swamp thus far. Could be a tiny Goyf. Alright, we're a little ways away from casting anything. There's that minor dilemma. So excluding the minor dilemma of now having no mana, I think we might have paused them briefly here. Alright, now we have an Abrade, which isn't a bad thing to have here. You're seeing the power of a turn 1 Blood Moon. It shuts them off one color, and if they don't have the right color, it can be a lot for them to take in here. Given the option, I will be playing Rabblemaster first here to try to get some damage in. Opponent went to clean up. They have a Dreadbore that they had to pitch. We'll play Rabblemaster and F6. I'm going to go ahead and take it off their main stop now. We're in pretty good shape here. This could be a Bloodbraid Elf. It is. Hits a Rabblemaster. Alright. Well, maybe we'll be angering. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we will. Who knows? Maybe we don't care and we just abrade away the Rabblemaster here. Maybe we just abrade away the Rabblemaster here. Doesn't seem too bad. And just continue to be aggressive. If they have to flood the board with a secondary Bloodbraid Elf here, then we can bridge and anger and clean this nonsense up. No black for our opponent. Do we just tick down and kill this and just get in? That might be the play here. Let's see what a Chalcedon 1 gets from our opponent. Nothing. They have nothing. Let's get aggressive here. We have so many ways to clean this up. So let's just get in and get around the Bloodbraid. They gotta deal with Chandra. They gotta deal with a Hazoret coming down here soon. They gotta deal with goblins and goblin tokens. I feel pretty good about our position, considering we did awful game 1 against our opponent. Got it. Alright, chat, it's time to turn this league around. We're 1-1 in the league. Taking it off of Junzu, I'm gonna call it. Because I didn't really see Liliana's. Junzu, we'll call it. Got there, though. Got there. And we found a match. Let's get it going. And we got the bug thing again. Got the dice roll. And we have a turn 2 Rabblemaster with some Braid backup. We'll do this. Alright, opponent. Kevlev 12. You got a Thoughtseize for us? Nice. Take that, Rabblemaster. Take that, Rabblemaster. This one right here. There he goes. Out the door. Got an upkeep stop here from our opponent. Well, we're going to go ahead and ritual out this Blood Moon. They could be 8-rack. But if not, then we might have just taken them off of any other colors they might have. Say they're Death Shadow. It might be really hard to play now. Might be a while before we see one. Black-white, maybe? That's interesting. Alright, we'll just F6 to our opponent here. Double black. A little nervous. Alright. Inquisition takes probably an Abrade. They have another Inquisition of sorts. Nothing. Alright, we'll jam this bridge out and pass turn. If they are creature-based, this will be good. If they're creature-based, that'll be good. What do you have, opponent? I'm very afraid of a Liliana, and that's probably about it. I don't know what else I'd be afraid of in black and white. Collective Brutality. Alright, Lingering Souls is a little bit of a problem. Sort of. Sort of. They take the Abrade again. Guess we'll jam another Blood Moon here and pass the turn. We can at any point get rid of this Desperate Ritual. I'd prefer to draw a land before doing that. Alright, opponent. Opponent's playing a slow, methodical game. Black Cleave Cliffs. So what are we looking at? Mardu Pyromancer? It might be. The spirits make me think it is Mardu Pyromancer. Let's go ahead and cast Simian Spirit Guide. We'll go ahead and take 2 to the face if needed. We can retaliate with 2 of our own. Not quite ready to empty the hand. It's too dangerous without an extra land here. It's very likely we'll draw a land, but if we draw Glorybringer, I need to be able to cast it. Land, please. And that's why we've been holding it. That is indeed why, chat. I guess we could have gotten 2 damage in. Got too excited, chat. Playing a little quick. The most minor of punts, probably. With the Chandra, we have to avoid a Dreadbore, hopefully, from our opponent. But as long as Chandra sticks around, we're able to cast anything here. They Lightning Bolt Chandra, and they follow that up with a Lightning Bolt. That is 6 damage towards Chandra, not us. We'll take it. So they should be at 16 instead of 18. I don't think the extra 2 damage is going to matter too much here. But that is 2 damage I did not get in. Opponent skips. Land is great to see here. We'll pass turn. Terminates our Simian Spirit Guide. And bolts our face. Getting a lot of things in the graveyard for a Bedlam Reveler here. That's 3 bolts used. There's Bedlam Reveler. This is why we bring Torpor Orb in. We are trying to avoid a K command at this point. Faithless Looting. Avoiding a K command would be very nice. This is one of those matchups that I actually don't mind having Glorybringer in. Post. Play our land past the turn. Nothing can attack us just yet. I am nervous about K command. They can reuse this Faithless Looting in the yard here. And that is what they're going to do. An extra bridge wouldn't be bad, I suppose. Drawing all these lands is not ideal. Not ideal, chat. There's a Blood Moon of their own, but it's white border. Noted that it is white border, chat. Alright, we're going to start ticking up because we want to get Chandra to an emblem ASAP. And it's just risky to try to get rid of this Bedlam Reveler. Just because they can cast one spell and it doesn't do anything for us. And it's very tempting to go ahead and emblem immediately. Because we want to try to close this game out. And not risk the K command. And then hitting Chandra and us not being able to kill anything. Come on, opponent. Don't have the K command, please. One time, opponent. A little prayer for the non-K command, please. Ooh. Got a concession, actually. That's intriguing. Interesting. Alright. Chain Whirlers are great in this matchup. Anger the Gods aren't too bad. Koth and Hazoret. And Eidolons are interesting. Torpor Orb. Bridges we want to probably take out here. Ditch one Anger here. And then probably want to get rid of some of these Blood Moons. Some number of them, probably all of them. I think this is good. So we need the Angers to kind of get rid of things like Young Pyromancer, Lingering Souls, those sorts of things. The reason we're pulling Bridge out, even though it did help us that game, is we're going to actually try to just flood the board with threats against Mardu Pyromancer and run them out of things. They will be bringing in other K commands, which are great against Bridge, but considering we will not have any more bridges here, it's not as good. Triple Chandra here is not worth it. We'll mulligan this. This one's keepable. A land off the top would be nice. We'll bottom this. Just keepable. Not great, but keepable. Thoughtseize from our opponent. May take Chalice, may take Anger. I think they take Chalice, though. Takes Glorybringer. Look at that, chat. I think I'm okay with that. That's interesting. They fear Glorybringer. I'm most intrigued. Alright, we will be trying to get a Chalice on one. Shuts down Faithless Looting, shuts down Thoughtseizes, Inquisitions. What else does it shut down? Lightning Bolt. Variety of things. Young Pyro. And see, we're not worried about that. In fact, I'm just going to allow this to just sit here. And we'll put a Chalice on one. We have the Anger to clear this up. If they don't have too much, we'll just Abrade. This is not a super fast clock from our opponent. Not a whole lot to worry about here. Sacred Foundry. They shocked this in. What do they got? A K command? K command will get rid of a braid here. Alright, 2 damage and destroys artifact. Doesn't pitch anything here. A land would be nice here, and we hit the land. We'll go ahead and just anger here. Clear the board, pass the turn. Pretty simple there. Alright, down to 3 cards is our opponent. We are starting to hit that sort of critical massive land, so hopefully we can draw something here. Opponent's drawing a considerable amount of lands as well. Lingering Souls, it appears. Liliana, the Last Hope. Okay. A Glory Bringer wouldn't be bad here. Hazoret wouldn't be bad. Koth wouldn't be bad. Piakir Nalar's okay. Look at that. Play Piakir Nalar. This will get to eat one of them. If they so choose. But it does give us bodies. Our opponent has 2 cards. 3rd now drawn. They haven't been playing too many 1 and 2 mana spells. So they either have very expensive things or very reactionary things. Okay, they're fetching everything here now. Thoughtseize. You may take whatever, opponent. Takes a braid. It's probably fine. Gets rid of one of our Thopters. They fetched twice. I've got to imagine they have something here. Fatal Push? K command. Alright. Nothing in hand here. Glorybringer kills this, along with Hazoret and Koth. Chalice doesn't. Go ahead and hit them for 1. We're going to throw Chalice on 1. Chalice on 1 will prevent Faithless Lootings from hurting us. Chalice on 2 is tempting because then we shut out Young Pyromancer, but I think I'm more afraid of this Liliana at this point. Alright, we have no creatures. Land for our opponent. A Rabblemaster is fine here. Go ahead and attack Liliana here. Kind of keep Liliana in check in case they have some way to, like, kill everything. Gotta give us the most amount of time here. Gets rid of our token. Has something here. Lingering Soul is probably the worst thing we could have found. Chain Whirler off the top would be great. Chain Whirler off the top. Let's go. Come on. You're kind of like Chain Whirler. You look like him. You don't quite smell like him, though. Let's go ahead and attack with just the Goblin here and pass the turn. They get to make one of our creatures an 0/1 here. Probably the Simian Spirit Guide. Oh, they choose to not. They might just attack us in the air. Wow. Okay. All 4 attack in the air. What do they have? Wow, another Lingering Souls. We need a Chain Whirler off the top. Chain Whirler, come on. That's not very good. We'll continue to attack Liliana. I think this is our best bet. Man, what I would do for a Chain Whirler here. What I would do for one. Alright, we're looking for Chain Whirler. Angers are okay. We'll accept an Anger as well. There goes our token. They're going to hit us for what, 8? Ugh. Ugh. Come on, Chain Whirler. Where are you? Our opponent just doesn't care. They don't care. We can do 8 to him. We can do 8 damage to him. Just like they did. Chain Whirler off the top. Come on. Come on. One time. Oh, it's a Rabble Master. It's the wrong one. We make a lot of tokens do a lot of damage here. Not quite. Didn't quite get there. Put him to 2. So if we would have fired off those ruins at some point... I guess if we would have fired off the ruin... No, because we played the Simian Spirit Guides the last few turns. I don't know if there was a gap where we could have done the 2. Last game, the 2 damage... Couldn't we carry over that accidental miss on 2 damage? Oh my gosh, he was 1 down, chat. 1 down. Alright, we're gonna run it back. Chain Whirler, his smug little face, he's like, I'm here. You're late to the party, man. What? Invitation said, game 3. You're a jerk, Chain Whirler. Absolute jerk. Very close, though. Very close. Wrong goblin was drawn. We'll get there, though. Board Magic, hello. I know. Sad faces, isn't it? Such sad faces. Blood Moon is not good against the Mardu deck. It is alright, but we want to run them out of threats. Yeah, Mardu is a Blood Moon deck. Yes, it may hinder them, but they're fine with us playing a Blood Moon. It's not a big problem for them. It's more of a dead draw than it is an actionable draw for us. Decks like Blue Moon and Mardu Pyromancer and stuff, they're decks that you just really don't want to probably retain your Blood Moons. Oh goodness. Hold on. Waiting on our opponent. Waiting on the opponent. Alright, would I like to play first? Absolutely. This is a really good hand. We're going to keep this and hope no turn 1 Thoughtseize. This is a very good, very aggressive hand. There's probably a turn 1 Thoughtseize over there. Could be a turn 1 Faithless Looting, though. We'll see. Thoughtseizes us. Alright. Well, they get to pick Chain Whirler or Rabblemaster here. Maybe they take the Chalice, though. Maybe they just take the Chalice. Well, Rabblemaster's going to leave us with a token, so we'll get in here. And honestly, we may just jam Chain Whirler. I mean, they can't really have much of a turn. Oh, okay. It's just a Thoughtseize. Let's hope no Bolt here. And they have the Bolt. Alright. Well, if we get a threat here, that'd be great. No threat. Liliana of the Last Hope. Alright, Liliana. Let's go. Chandra versus you. Let's go, Liliana. I see you over there. Make your zombies. We have so many answers to Lingering Souls, we're not too concerned about them casting it twice. Plus, they have Manamorphosis in the deck, apparently. If we had Blood Moon now, right now, it would still be doing not a whole lot. We'd have one Goblin, and they wouldn't have Liliana at this point. The rest of the spells, because the Thoughtseize came on turn 1, we ramped out a Rabblemaster, which is probably what we would like to do. These ruins aren't too bad here. Anger will pass on. We will be cracking this ruins here. And then if we had Blood Moon right now, we wouldn't have 4 points of damage stored up. So there's that. There is that. Right, that's why I said we would have exactly one Goblin, and they would have no Liliana. That would be the difference right now. Sort of a fatal push. Right, but we have damage here too. And right now they've played almost all red spells, so it would have been a dead card. They have a swamp now. Gonna hit them for 2 here. Lily could be off the Manamorphose as well, that is true. We'll play Chandra here. You know what? Playing the other Chandra's greedy here. It's greedy, but it puts them one step closer, and they could Thoughtseize this away. So we'll get new Chandra out here. This is the new one. We'll tick up one more time here, and then we have lethal on board. We have lethal, and we have lethal in a variety of ways. We can draw another ruins. We can do the Chandra tick up. What's the ruins here? We can... I don't know. We have a lot of options here. Hazoret? Really? Wow. Alright, Hazoret's here. What do we need? Right, things we could use. We'll hold this card here. So we have them at a virtual 2. So another Chandra picked up here. Our Glorybringers. Our own Hazoret. are Koths. Pia Kiranalars are probably lethal. Back-to-back Chain Whirlers are lethal. We have a lot of cards that are lethal. Let's just put it that way. Alright, we'll take the 5. We have a lot of cards that are lethal here, chat. For a moment, I thought you were playing Standard. We have a lot of cards that are legal in Standard. Goblin Rabblemaster's not one of those. Faithless Looting's here. Not a bad idea. Ugh, we have so many outs here. Engineer Explosives pitched. Alright, and they play an Inquisition here. So we'll fire this off. We know we're safe to have this for a 5th land here. We put them at 2. And we have Glorybringer, 2 Chandra's, Koth, Hazoret. That's 6. 2 Pia Kiranalars. Probably a Chain Whirler. That's about 10 cards that are outs here. 10 cards, give or take, that are excellent in this situation. Can we draw one? Can we draw one? They will make zombies. I guess that prevents some of them from immediately winning. Because of the blockers. Glorybringer, 1 time. It's not a Glorybringer. We're going to need Glorybringer or Chandra here. Come on. Come on, deck. This is 9 damage plus a pitch, so we need it right here. We need it off the top. Glorybringer or Chandra, right here. Right here, chat. 1 time. 1 time. Oh, you're just a little too little. 2, 4, 6. I'm back. I'm back, Red Mage. Yeah, you're back, alright. You frickin' jerk. That second Chandra was it? Huh. They bolt. They had a bolt for our face, too. So by playing the second Chandra, we had it within 2. At this point, if we're below 5, negative-wise, it wouldn't have mattered if Hazoret attacked twice into Chandra. Because that would have been the 5 points of damage. So playing the second Chandra was probably fine to get the damage. I guess if it's 1 down, we can maybe consider it, but we're not 1 down. We're definitely not killing them. There's Chandra. There's Chandra. Alright, let's keep moving on. Chandra did its 2 damage. Chandra did its 2 damage. We literally needed just Hazoret. Basically, we just needed Hazoret or Chandra there, or Glorybringer. So we had 5 outs. And realistically, we could have had a Pia Kiranallar, and then we'd have 2 in the air. And so Pia and Kiranallar was an out for one of those as well. Just didn't get it, chat. Just didn't get it. The Hazoret was big for our opponent. It was a big draw for our opponent. That's alright, though. We'll move on. We will move on. Glitching, glitching. Would I like to play first? Absolutely. Would I like lands? Yes. I would agree with Palace Jailer. Because, yeah, if the Thoughtseize came down... What's funny is if they Thoughtseized, it would have been exactly the same. We'll mulligan this. Oh my gosh, these hands. I don't know where that went, chat. I didn't pick one. And it's not telling me where in the log. Glorybringer is good against most Planeswalker matchups. Which are prevalent right now. A lot of Planeswalker matchups. Stormbreath might be slightly better here in the meta just because there is a lot of blue-white. That being said, though, you run into Hollow Ones and Jund, which the Glorybringer is better about. And Stormbreath would be bad again, so. Yep. This will be hard. Search for Azcanta here. We might be already behind here. We'll see, though. There's a Desperate Ritual. Do I need to get this down? Feels kind of bad to play this bridge, but we'll play it. We'll play the bridge. Blue-white does normally need to attack. We will naturally draw our lands eventually for Chandra here. Spreading Seas are ruins. Alright. Interesting. Alright. We're kind of hurting here. Kind of hurting. This is going to probably be a sideboard game. Unfortunately, we have a Field of Ruin target for them. I guess the Ruins is also a Field of Ruin target. They can go get basics. Go get those basics. They have the basics. Counter magic is killer. Counter magic is tough, that is for sure. Hey. Yes, I'd like to go get my land. That's fine with us. Get rid of this stop in the main. That was for the other opponent. Serum Visions for our lovely opponent over there. All right, we have lots of land. That's for sure. We'll leave our blue mana up. We're blue mage now, chat. No counter from our opponent. It would have been nice to have played Rabblemaster, but no counter surprises me a little bit. They may have Celestial or a D-Sphere or something here. Not playing one of those this turn, though, will surprise me. This looks like a D-Sphere. There's the D-Sphere. We'll play second Chandra here. Has a mana leak. Alright. Opponent's got all the answers here for Chandras and everything. We have a couple of braids. We're leaving blue up, by the way, chat. Blue mage. If Azcanta flips, we have Bloodmoon. We'll cast a Simian Spirit Guide here. Notably, we have not left up a braid. We are a blue mage. We are trying this blue mage stuff out. Oh, my bad. We forgot to leave counter spell up. My bad, chat. Boxes with God. Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. And welcome. Can handle losing to any deck except blue, says Palace Jailer. Well, Palace Jailer. We are a blue deck. Just like our opponent. They have gifted us with the power of blue. we're going to get in here. By the way, we have like a million dead cards right now in our hand. But if they were to secure the wastes, we could blow up 3 cards. Wow, Wall of Omens. We could timestamp them back. We can timestamp 1. This one remains an island still. I'm gonna blow up this Wall of Omens. Feels good. Let's get it. Die. Ha! Gotcha. Oh my gosh, are they gonna counter this? They're gonna counter this? Look at this. Look at this. Counter draw. Haha! 3 damage. I don't even know why you're countering this. And we will cast Remand off blue. They just countered an Abrade, chat. Didn't bounce Ensnaring Bridge. Plays another Search for Skanta. What does our opponent have? I am so confused. What do they have? I'm very confused. That was a white cryptic. Alright. Vendilion Clique here. Oh no, path. We'll go get our land. We'll cast another one of these monkeys. If they chose to bounce draw, it kind of makes sense, but who knows with full art cryptics. Yeah, you right click and you can see what they're doing. That one just happened to be a counter draw. Our opponent is 30 cards into their deck and still isn't really hurting us. There's no reason to concede online. One, I have absolutely no idea what their other win condition is. Who knows? If we see an entreat, for example, then, man, I need to definitely probably leave in Bridges. If we see Jace, that would be a target for Spyglass. We see Teferi, we see Teferi. We have no information, and we would be hurting ourselves if we concede. Unless you can tell me their win condition at the moment. But as of right now, they're 30 cards deep and haven't played a Planeswalker yet. Their deck is a lot of hot air with just cantrips so far, so we'll wait for this. Alright, there's Teferi. So now we know Teferi exists here. At this point, we're going to hold lands here in case we top deck a Glorybringer. Online is slightly different. In paper, at this point, seeing Teferi, I would probably say go ahead and concede. Move to your next game. Online, though, I have to see them complete and beat me here. Besides, I've seen blue-white where they actually end up 1 turn short because they keep drawing. Case in point, our opponent keeps drawing here. Besides, we get a chance to talk about the deck and I get to interact with you guys. If I'm so focused on the game, I won't be playing too much. Here's a Blood Moon. This probably gets countered, but if it doesn't, it turns off Colonnade. So if their win condition is Teferi, we just put it back a turn or two because they have to draw an emblem here. Counter draw. He will manipulate the top until he finds what he wants and take the bridge. I'm not denying that. But here's an example here. Teferi's their win condition, and they don't play any other Planeswalkers, any Secure the Waste, anything else. I strip Angers out. If they play a Secure the Waste here at any point, then I need to bring Angers in. Or Chain Whirlers or whatever. So Jace is another win condition here. They may strictly be Celestial Colonnade, Teferi, Jace, which would be completely different than Blue-White's using Gideon, Secure the Wastes, Vendilion Clicks, and Snapcaster Mages. We're also 45 cards in and haven't seen a Snapcaster yet. Alright, see, there's a Gideon. That's interesting information. Now I sit here and go, what is the most lethal Planeswalker to me in a very quick matchup? That is a good question. At this point, we don't have to play anything else probably from our hand. We can allow Gideon to go ahead and make himself into a creature here, and we can pop Desperate Ritual. But notably, there's no Snapcasters so far. Now, they might hold all of them. There's a D-Sphere. By the way, all the D-Spheres, Abrades aren't too bad, because we could disrupt that. If we have 2 of these out, we can use an Abrade to disrupt it. Or other things here. So this is where Colonnade's going to get in here. It looks like Colonnade's the only thing that's going to get in here. I'm not going to concede. If you're trying to convince me to concede, I'm not going to concede. I'm looking to get as much information out of this as possible. If we would have conceded when you suggested, we wouldn't have known that Teferi was here, although we have a good chance of thinking it should be in the deck. But we'd have no idea that they're running Jace, and we'd actually have no idea they're running Gideon either. They're just things. Besides, I'm playing Magic for you guys. I can concede, and we can just move to the next game and concede a few more games, and then we'd be just done and end the stream, and you guys can go on about your lives. Look at this. Besides, there is a joy for some blue-white mage players. Look at that. Timely and Reinforcements. Chain Whirler is a good card to bring in. This actually makes me think they're probably playing Secure the Wastes. This is kind of cool, too. Look, they get to exile our stuff. Dude, blue-white mages, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it would speed the game up. But there's got to be some sense of gratification. They're like, hey, man, I got an emblem. Got 2 emblems. I'm hitting with Gideon. You know? I'd like to do that as a blue-white mage. Look at this. 8 damage. Look, we got a Slag Storm here. We're not going to show that Slag Storm. We don't need to. We'll see if they cast anything else. We have seen roughly 43, 44 cards. Probably about 44, 40. Yeah. So if they do anything else here, it's just added information. Probably the most notable thing here is we're not seeing a single Snapcaster. I find that very interesting. By the way, this is pretty cool interaction. Jace 0 with Teferi. This is freaking sweet. Alright, so our opponent's not going to show us anything else, but we've seen, like I said, we've seen 70 to 80% of the deck, so we know what we need to do here. Alright, Chain Whirlers are good. Hazard and Koth are great here. Eidolons are great. Torpor Orb is absolutely not needed. Spyglass is needed. We'll leave Anger and Slag Storm potentially. Bridges are a question mark. Bridges are a question mark. We'll probably not keep the Abrades. Bridges are a question. Floodman's good. Glorybringer is fine here. Chalice on 1 hit. Probably about 20-ish cards in their deck. Bridges are okay, but we have Bloodmoon to turn off. Celestial Colonnades. And they have just Timely Reinforcements. We did not see really anything else. So we're probably going to go ahead and ditch Bridges for this game. But we are going to leave at least a Slagstorm and I think an Anger in here. And I kind of want to go down probably one Ritual is what I'm thinking. Probably one Ritual. Run something like this. I'm not sure I like all the Rituals. But I like ritualing out something quickly to start a clock on our opponent. It is tempting to maybe drop even one more. But I have an Anger and I have a Slagstorm and Chain Whirler, so I have a play set of things to deal with. Timely Reinforcements and a couple Snapcasters. I have kind of a play set of things to deal with Teferi. And then I have Goblin Rabblemasters and Eidolons as a win condition, so I have a double playset of that. And then Chandra and Pia Kiran's kind of the mid-range. Hate cards, I have two playsets of hate cards, kind of a ninth one here. And rituals, I have two playsets. So this is kind of what we have the breakdown of. So I think that's what we'll do. Anger and Slags are pretty bad, but not terrible. Our opponent is probably on the Secure the Waste plan, based on the way they played their first game. Alright, we're going to keep this. It's an Eidolon plus a Rabblemaster and probably a Blood Moon here. I can definitely play that Palace Jailer. You'll always see me right click and it'll be blue and it'll say newly controlled. I even did it there on the Chandra. I did it on the Chandra as well. You can see newly controlled here. This little symbol means summoning sick. Alright, we'll run out Eidolon here and pass turn. Our opponent cantrips or does anything. We're good here. There's a cantrip. At this point, we'll probably play Blood Moon next. Even though Rabblemaster would be a faster clock, we can shut them out of white here, which is what we will do. We'll take a little bit of damage, but taking them off white's good here. Maybe they'll have to continue to cantrip. Koth is the next play, followed by Rabblemaster. And that should lock this game out. No, it's good. So here, like, this is newly controlled. So when we play this Koth, probably getting countered. But you'll see it, and like we'll say, hey, we wanna tap this one or something like that. So there's a Logic Knot, that's fine. We'd almost rather Goblin Rabblemaster come after this. Janky Brewer 99, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Go ahead and try a Rabblemaster here. See if we can continue to get Logic Knots. We'll follow this up with a Chandra afterwards. Opponent took 2 to counter that. If they do find their extra blue here, we will play differently. Slagstorm's kind of fun. Does 3 to them. Alright, let's go ahead and attack it and see if they want to burn any with a Snapcaster here. Nothing. Chandra. And we'll take up for damage. Nope. Alright. Yeah. In paper, I don't think I would ever call someone. Just real quick. On paper, I would never call anybody on, oh, you played that mountain this turn. I would never do that against a player on Koth. I don't see a reason to do that. Probably the only time I would consider it is, let's assume there's some weird Jeskai player. They have one single mountain. They played it to play Koth, or they have 2 mountains and they played it. I might consider there. But if you're mono red, I'm not going to worry about it. Your intent is to attack with a Koth mountain. Alright, we're going to run this back, see if we can get a fast Blood Moon here. Maybe we can. We'll see. We will see. Coming to game 3 here. Coming down to game 3. Alright. That's a Blood Moon. And there's Chalices. We'll try it. It's a little slow. It's a little slow. We do have good cards here. It is a touch slow, though. We'll go to get a Chalice on 1 here, and we'll see if that'll be enough. It's their plains. And they have a basic here. Alright. Let's go ahead and Eidolon here since we drew it. We can follow this up with either Blood Moon or Chalice on 1 here. Opponent is fetching, gets a basic. Is this Gideon? Gideon of the Trials. Prevents the damage. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and play our Blood Moon at this point. Damage is prevented. Thank you, Gideon. Not necessarily bad. Alright, we've kind of hopefully stopped them from getting multiple blue. So Logic Knot's probably off here. Oh, nope. They have double blue. Well, that's rough. Alright, let's start with a Chalice on 1 here. We can do this because damage is prevented. So Gideon's going to buy them some time here, it looks like. The hard anti-moon hand. Yeah, a lot of basics here. A lot of basics from our opponent. Not much we can do about that. They've been a Spreading Seas. This Gideon kind of has to be on Eidolon check duty, by the way. Tap out. Timely Reinforcements. Is this time to play a Pia Kiran Nalaar? Is it time to play a Pia Kiran Nalaar or a Chandra here? It's probably time to try to Pia Kiran Nalaar. We could also attempt a Chalice on 2 here. Alright, so they waited long enough so that they could have white and blue. We have Chalice on 1. This could be a mana leak. It could be a lot of things. Alright, we'll try Pia Kiran Nalaar. I don't mind going wide on our opponent. Alright, so they had no counter. I'd imagine if they had a mana leak or something else, they would have fired it off. They ditch a mana leak. Interesting. Eidolon has been prevented once again. Attempts to path. It's very awkward, all of this. No damage. Chalice counter. Path does nothing. Detention Spheres. Eidolon? Blood Moon, okay. They basically just get a Colonnade here. We're going to go jam Chandra here. Unless there's something else juicy on top. Nope. We're good. Alright. Chandra it is. Tick up. We'll play Eidolon number 2 here. Now they can't prevent both of these. And I think we'll go ahead and swing 2 in at Gideon here. Alright, we're looking pretty good. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand. Let's do the search for Azcanta thing. Probably the Blood Moon's been removed so they can flip search for Azcanta. And they do so. Flooded Strand, 2 unknown cards. Can't cantrip easily. Gideon prevents one of these Eidolons from doing its thing. Fetches. Gets their basic island, so they're set on all that good stuff. Plays a search for Azcanta, takes 2. They're really gonna look at what they got here. We'll play this mountain in case we get Glorybringer here. No Glorybringer. Oh, what do we got here? We got something. Cryptic. Tap and draw. Alright. So this can make Gideon a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4. They send a lot. So the question is Chalice on 2 worth it here? And we'll lose Chandra, or do we want to protect Chandra enough? I think I want to put a Chalice on 2. Chalice on 2 is so tempting here. Gets rid of Spreading Seas, Mana Leaks, or Mans. Doesn't really do much for like a Teferi or other things. If they're attacking in to get rid of Chandra, then both Eidolons are active here. 2 just feels right, chat. I know blocking would be great, but I think 2 is where we want to be. Oh, we're in combat. Let's get out of combat. Now let's play 2. Our opponent's down 7 minutes. The fact that they're up at about 10 minutes remaining in game 3 is really good. I've had opponents entering game 3 with about 9 to 10 minutes. Or, sorry, 7 to 8 minutes. I would say they're playing pretty quickly, actually. We throw Chalice on 2. We're going to sacrifice Chandra if they would like to get in here with some creatures or something like that. Uses Azcanta here. A Bloodman wouldn't be bad necessarily. Would shut off Azcanta over here, which would be nice. Finds Jace the Mind Sculptor. It's actually not a very scary card at the moment. We are fine with that. Plays Jace. Our opponent is completely tapped out here. In order to kill Chandra, they have to do this plus 2. They can bounce something with Jace if they'd like. They decide to brainstorm. This is a good game we got going on here. We'll see if Gideon decides to get in at Chandra here. Gideon has to activate. Alright, they're going to take out Chandra. That's good. Oh. Glorybringer, hello. Alright, so we can play Glorybringer here. And if we do that, we can hit their face for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 12. We could hit for 12. We probably need to get rid of both Gideon and Jace, though. Those are probably cards we probably want to get rid of. We can do that, and we can still hit their face for 4, putting them to 13. Definitely presenting a lot of potential lethal damage. The play is to play Glorybringer here. The question is, where are we sending everything? We don't want to play too much into a Wrath. That's true. I might be off by 1. Looks like we only do 3 to them. What we might play around is Secure the Wastes. All right, these two at Gideon. This one at their face, this one, and then here and face. Alright, this clears the board nicely for us. I mean, we're a red deck. We kind of just jam in, hoping that we don't lose to a Wrath. Alright. Gets for 3. This is either a Wrath or a Secure the Waste. We'll play around to Secure the Waste carefully. This feels like a Wrath, though. Alright, they Wrath the board. Alright. We're in top deck mode against them. Play Pia Kiran Nalaar here. Alright. Step 1, reestablish the board. Step 2, start punching opponent's face in with damage. Could have played Monkey and shot with Pia. Oh, they find Jace. I'm not sure if we could have done that with 5 mana. But, let us know if it equals out. I'll let you think about that. I like killing the Planeswalkers, personally. Our opponent's drawing cards. They have 5 mana here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Timely Reinforcements. Wow, they have a lot of those. Chain Whirler would be nice here. Rabblemaster's not bad. Yeah, my Ritual is dead at the moment. We can pay for 3 here. We'll see where this Logic Knot goes. Oh, 6. Okay. 6. Got it. Alright, we'll hit Jace a little bit here. This is a tight game, though. It's very close. And I don't think I want to throw a Thopter here to get rid of a Jace. We'll give him one more draw with Jace. Alright, they get rid of our Ruins. A little bit disappointing, but not terrible, I suppose. The Timelies have been really frustrating to deal with. Searching with Azcanta. Finds a Supreme Verdict. Well then. Alright, we will block. If they fire off the Supreme Verdict, we'll throw a Thopter at Jace here. Alright. We will F6. We're in a top deck war against our opponent, unfortunately, at this point. Looking for things like Blood Moon and other stuff. He ditches Spreading Seas. They have another Colonnade here. And they get in with their Colonnade. We need a Blood Moon. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think you were mentioning about not having the Desperate Rituals against our lovely opponent over here. I want to say they probably have a lot of dead cards in hand right now. But Teferi's not a dead card. Oh, nope. It's Colonnade. Never mind. Not Teferi. They could have hit with 2 Colonnades here, but they chose not to. Teferi might win it for them. They leave up Cryptic here. We need... Oh, Chain Whirler is interesting here. Play Chain Whirler, pass turn. Looks like they've got another counter spell. A Cryptic, it looks like. Are they gonna bounce one of these chalices? They do. Alright. Well, I would like to put it back onto opponent. You're not allowed to do that. Alright. We put the chalice back onto. Keeping these rituals has paid off slightly. Alright, we need Bloodman. Bloodman only. Doesn't really do anything because of Teferi here. I think we've lost. Oh, they're going to just kill us right here. Small victories. The gaining 12 life and all the Gideon prevention was really big. Hey, there's Koth. Seeing Koth earlier, Bloodman earlier. Our Sorcerer's Spyglass as well would have been good. Alright, we're going to play one for fun here to finish up the night. We did end up going at least 1-3 in this league, unfortunately. Real quick, if you're brand new to the stream and you're enjoying yourself, don't forget to hit that follow button. That is a free and easy way to support this stream. We also have some giveaways that are going to be happening later this month. I believe they will be June 23rd and June 24th. So if that interests you, go ahead and get a follow and come join us that weekend. Come join us that weekend for some Magic giveaways along with some Lego giveaways. One day will be the Modern Challenge. The other day will be a Lego building stream. Alright, let's see if we can get some small revenge here to end the night. We'll just keep this, see what happens. Keep mediocre hands. This one's not close to a 5-0, but our last one was a 4-1 Viridian. Our first league was a 4-1. Does that count for something? We can't find a 5-0 to save our lives. Yep. Little 4-1. Went back to the original deck from the challenge from 421. Lord of Atlantis. Bridge is good here. Just gotta get low enough here in terms of mana. We're going to ritual out Chandra here to buy us time, blow up a Lord effect here, and then we'll follow that up with a bridge, hopefully. Kind of wish I had Boil in the sideboard. Boil in the sideboard looks like it would be pretty good. Silvergale Adept here. Harbinger. 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 Alright, we get hit for a good 2 here. Slagstorm's right on time. We'll do that to buy us some time here. We're in good shape against our very fast opponent. That's not being very fast. Mutavault. Harbinger. Play as Chandra here. If Chandra sticks, we may attempt to do a bridge here. And it did stick here. Don Rolls, thank you for the Twitch Prime. And welcome back. Welcome back, man. How are you? How's your evening going? What's up? Join us right at the end here. Merfolk can't beat Bridge or Worship Game 1, Game 2, 3, Echoing. Greedry. Boots up Mutavault. Alright, our opponent can and will kill Chandra here. And does so. Exciting night for folding laundry. Fold that laundry. Alright. Make those fine creases. Fold that shirt perfectly. Your life depends on it. Alright, Aether Vial for our opponents. We have a bridge. They can only attack with 1/2/2 here. We'll go to 16 here. Looking for something castable. A castable card would be good here. Master of the Waves. It's gonna make a lot of dudes. A lot of 2/1s. A non-castable card's not good here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They can hit us for 10 here. It's not good at all. We need a castable card. If we draw one more land, we lose. One more land and we lose. Let's hope we get something here, chap. Anything. No land. Alright. Couldn't quite empty the hand fast enough. Couldn't quite do it, chat. Alright. And take out some creatures and all that. Bring different creatures in that'll help us here. Clear some things out. Pia Nalar is going to stay in. A couple Blood Moons. And then Bridges as well. Chalice will be good as well. This looks like a great starting hand. Go ahead and keep this. And let's see here. Gemstone and pass turn. We'll leave Simian Spirit Guide here just in case. Why don't I call all Blood Moons? Because of Mutavault. Because of Mutavault. Alright, no Aether Vial from our opponent. That's good. We'll throw a Chalice on 1 here. We can get Chandra out next turn. Spell Pierce. Well, that was nice. Didn't like our Chalice on 1. I guess it does turn off Spell Pierce, so good reason to Spell Pierce it. Aether Vial. No follow-up here. Makes me a little nervous here, but we'll attempt a Chandra. You have another Spell Pierce? Doesn't look like it. Passing over one of our Angers is a little disappointing. We'd prefer to have those for casting. See if we can lock our opponent out here. land for our opponent. All right. See what we got here off the top. Nothing. Let's go ahead and we'll ritual out this bridge here. We're doing that in case they have a spell pierce. We can pay for it. Deprive. All right. Oh, that was a little bit unexpected. A little bit unexpected there. Might explain why they have a lot of just basic islands. Ah, what you got, opponent? Lord of Atlantis. Alright, we'll tick up for mana here. We're going to actually go ahead and destroy this artifact. And then when they use it to bring something in, we'll hopefully get to Slagstorm the board away. That's the idea here. Another Lord here. Alright, we're going to hope for no Spell Pierce here or any other counters. We'll hope. Alright, we clear the board here. Alright, board magic, you take care. You have a good night. What's our opponent got for us? Master of the Pearl Trident. So we're going to go ahead and emblem here. And we're going to start casting and killing stuff. We're going to go ahead and kill Master of the Pearl Trident. We're going to keep the board a little bit clear here. Don't want anything to get too out of hand here because we don't have really a bridge or an extra Slagstorm, Anger, or anything like that. Simian Spirit Guide gives us a creature as well. Nothing too crazy here. The risky thing there would have had Simian Spirit Guide played, and then they might have had a Spreading Seas to get around it. So having the emblem feels good here. Go ahead and attack in here and see what happens. One more land would be nice. Putting them below 15 would be great. It would give us a 3-turn clock. This trade's also fine, keeping the board clear. Pia Karen's really good too because we'll have multiple bodies when she lands. Alright, looking for a land here. Oh, we can't cast Chain Whirler. It can't cast you, little goblin. Chain Whirler will actually make it a 3-turn clock once we get another land here. The Trickster has come into play. One more land, that's all we need. A Ritual Effect would be a great way to do it. A Ritual Effect would be excellent. Opponent has another land. Well, Bridge does cast. We'll go ahead and go for face at this point. We're here to close out this game with one land. Alright. No Spell Pierce. Still does 5. Needing that one land, chat. We are probably one land away from winning this. Spreading Seas. We're more than one land away from winning this, chat. Oh my gosh. Did that really just happen? We're like several lands away from winning now. Did that really just happen to us? All right. We can't do anything, chat. Wow. Master of the Waves. We're in trouble. Need a land. And not that land, chat. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, chat. I just need one mountain. One mountain, we hit this, we killed this, these all die. Double Spreading Seas to lock us out. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The irony. Oh, it's big time irony. We'll reveal our hand to our opponent. Wow. Is the... Oh, there's the mountain, chat. One down. Never look. Alright, guys. We were playing some Red Prison today. Pyro Prison. This is the deck we were playing. We played it in 2 leagues. We went 4-1, and then we went 1-4. A little bit of a flip-flop there. A couple close ones there on the second league. No luck. No luck indeed. The emblem on Chandra felt good, felt right. They had probably the Spreading Seas in hand. I would think they had them. So, we're going to call it there for the night, chat. Quick reminder for those that maybe joined a little bit later. We stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so there will be no stream tomorrow. So keep that in mind. We do have a giveaway coming up. It'll be June 23rd and 24th. June 23rd and 24th, so keep that in mind as well. That'll be during the Modern Challenge, and then we'll also build some Legos as well. So those 2 things will be going on. Let's see here. What else? Is there anything else? I don't think so. I don't think so. All that being said, I want to thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. What we're going to probably do here to end the stream is going to raid. So let's get a raid going here and get ready. Get ready for that, chat. Look for those giveaways later this month. Keep those in mind. Let's see here. I believe we actually ended up playing this person during this stream tonight. So we're going to go ahead and send people over that way. They're playing the Black-White Death and Taxes. I believe we played them sometime earlier today. So we're going to send you guys over there. I want to say thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Hit that follow button on your way over. And go ahead and give this person a shout out when we get over there. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. And we will see you guys we will see you guys over there for a little bit before we sign off for the evening. Have a great evening, guys. You guys take care. Peace out.